ministry is really about conversations. Conversations like Jesus had with the woman in the well. Give me to drink. He didn't say, this is what you need, this is what you need. Give me to drink, so that we have this conversation, and to do it with artists. Art has a spiritual connection. I think that artists are hardwired to the transcendent. Artists are like antenna. They know what is happening. They're telling us about where the culture is, where we are, where we're going. That's really the core of it.
We're trying to do something a little bit different than what we've done before, but kind of keeping with the general mission of the group, which is to sort of create dialogue in between contemporary arts and the church or religious community.
I really don't see a difference between sacred and secular, because to me it means a lot to have these works here, and there's a lot of personal emotion that comes from this work that the artists create, and that to me means as much as what people do here and pray every day.
There's something really interesting about being in here because of the fact that it's so different. I think that was the most captivating fact, the fact that I've never really spent enough time in a church that I really wanted to, and I really wanted to actually have my work experience that environment of being in such a foreign concept, in my opinion.
Then I went out and I started testing holy water from different churches, and I'd collect the holy water, bring it back, test it, and then document the contaminants that I found. Dealing with religion and belief, the aesthetics of it are really important, because you want to portray to your audience what you're thinking, what you're feeling.
This is my first time to show anything in a church. I hope to interact with people. I want to learn about their experiences, how they are connecting themselves with their own environment.
So one of the really unique things about the audience is these are not necessarily people who are from the typical art world, who are accustomed to seeing art, and so it's very nice to have a surprise element of, yes, this can take place in a church from one hand, on the other hand, this is also taking place in the rest of the world. And so it's this connection between the church and the rest of the world.
The church itself is already a piece of art. And so all of the art that people bring here is kind of inherently in dialogue with the existing structure.
In the last 4 years that I've directed openings, I've probably met about 300 artists, young artists. Nearly all of them are hungry for spirituality. Spirituality so often becomes a separate realm, a separate thing. It's out there. And one of the things that we're trying to do in this ministry is show that no, it's right here, right now.